Can you imagine a world where the average family can no longer afford a home? This isn't just a scenario, it's the reality of the 2024 housing market. Today, we delve deep into an unprecedented crisis, the most unaffordable housing market in history. Through vivid charts and stark comparisons, we will reveal how median home prices have soared, rents have skyrocketed, and down payments have become nearly insurmountable barriers. Join us as we uncover the data and stories behind these numbers, illustrating the profound impact on lives across the nation. Stay with us, engage, and share your thoughts as we explore solutions and navigate this crucial issue together. How did we get here and where are we going? Let's find out. Historical context and current state. To fully grasp the 2024 housing crisis, we must explore the long-term trends that have shaped the housing market. Over the past few decades, housing prices have risen sharply, closely linked to broader economic cycles. For example, median home prices in urban centers have surged by over 150% since the early 2000s, while median incomes have only seen a growth of about 28%, according to US Census data. This disparity has significantly widened the affordability gap. Similarly, average rents have followed an upward trajectory, increasing by approximately 112% during the same period, far outstripping income growth. These trends are best visualized through detailed graphs and charts, drawing from data compiled by economic research firms and housing authorities. Such visual aids will demonstrate not only the stark rise in prices, but also the rapid pace at which these changes have occurred, especially in the last 5 years. By presenting these statistics, we aim to paint a clear picture of an increasingly inaccessible housing market, where the cost of securing a home has become prohibitively high for the average individual, leaving fewer viable options for purchasing or renting. This visual and statistical portrayal will anchor our discussion on how the current state came to be and its implications for potential homeowners and renters today. To bring the statistics to life, let's consider some concrete examples that reflect the current state of the housing market. Number 1, San Francisco, California. According to data from John Flynn Restats on X, the median home price in San Francisco has exceeded $1.3 million, up from $670K just a decade ago. This represents a staggering price increase that far outpaces local income growth, making it one of the least affordable cities in the United States. Number 2, New York City, New York, highlighted by Fluent and Finance on X. The average rent for a modest one-bedroom apartment in New York City now stands at over $3,000 per month, nearly doubling in the past 20 years. For many residents, this means that a significant portion of their monthly income is dedicated solely to maintaining a roof over their heads. Number 3, Austin, Texas, reflecting a broader national trend. Austin has seen a rapid increase in housing prices due to tech industry expansion and population growth. Home values in Austin have increased by over 140% in less than 10 years, as reported by local real estate studies, placing immense pressure on both the rental and buyer markets in the region. Deep dive into factors driving unaffordability. The housing affordability crisis of 2024 can be traced to several key factors that have converged to drive costs to unprecedented levels. Interest rates, housing supply shortages, and increased demand each play a critical role in shaping the current market landscape. Interest rates. Historically low interest rates have been a double-edged sword in the housing market. While lower rates make borrowing cheaper and can stimulate purchasing, they also contribute to price inflation. For example, over the past decade, interest rates have hovered near historic lows, with the Federal Reserve setting rates as low as 0.25% during economic downturns, compared to more typical rates of around 4 to 6% in previous decades. This environment has encouraged a surge in borrowing, pushing demand and subsequently prices higher. The availability of cheap credit has allowed more people to bid up the prices of available homes, intensifying competition in the market. Housing supply shortages. A critical shortage in housing supply has also played a significant role in escalating home prices. Data from national housing authorities indicate that new housing starts have failed to keep pace with demand. For instance, the number of new residential construction projects has fallen by over 10% in the last 5 years alone, even as population growth and demand for homes have continued to rise. Permits for new buildings, a leading indicator of future supply, have similarly not met the required levels to match population growth and replacement needs. Increased demand. The demand for housing has surged, driven by demographic shifts such as millennials entering the home buying market and increased urbanization. Additionally, the rise of remote work has expanded the geographic preferences of home buyers, further straining already limited urban housing supplies. The combination of more buyers in the market and a finite supply of homes has naturally led to bidding wars and skyrocketing prices, making affordability an even greater challenge for average buyers. Together, these factors illustrate a complex tapestry of economic forces that have led to the 2024 housing market being one of the least affordable in history. As we move forward, addressing these root causes will be essential for stabilizing the market and improving access to affordable housing. Socioeconomic impacts. The unaffordable housing market of 2024 has profound socioeconomic impacts across various demographics, significantly affecting consumer behavior and broader economic dynamics. A key statistic illuminating this shift is the percentage of income now required for housing. Historically, financial advisors have recommended allocating no more than 30% of one's income to housing costs. However, recent data showed that in major urban centers, many households now spend upwards of 50% of their monthly income on housing alone, a stark increase from decades past. This financial strain has ripple effects on consumer spending and investment behaviors. With a larger portion of income directed towards housing, discretionary spending has plummeted. This reduction in consumer spending affects a wide range of industries, from retail to services, further slowing economic growth. Additionally, the capacity for personal savings and investments has diminished, impacting long-term financial security and stability. For example, national savings rates have seen a downward trend, while consumer debt levels have escalated as individuals and families borrow more to cover essential expenses. Innovations and opportunities. In response to the housing affordability crisis, several innovative housing models and financing options have emerged. Co-living spaces, for instance, offer shared living arrangements that significantly reduce individual living expenses, while modular and prefabricated homes can cut construction costs by up to 20% compared to traditional methods. Additionally, tiny homes have gained popularity as a less expensive, minimalist living solution, often costing as little as $20,000, a fraction of the price of a standard home. Technological advancements are also playing a crucial role in reshaping housing affordability. Startups are leveraging blockchain technology to streamline real estate transactions, reducing closing costs, and improving transparency. For example, companies like Propi have successfully executed property sales using blockchain, reducing transaction times and costs by eliminating many traditional intermediaries. Other technological innovations, such as AI-driven platforms, are optimizing building designs and materials usage, further reducing the costs of new housing developments. Conclusion. As we conclude the most unaffordable housing market in history, the importance of community engagement and advocacy in addressing housing issues cannot be overstated. This documentary has illuminated the complex factors contributing to this crisis and highlighted innovative solutions and necessary policy changes. We urge you to share this film widely, engage in discussions about these critical issues, and participate actively in community and policy-making efforts. Your voice is crucial in driving change. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful content, and don't forget to like this video if you found it informative. Share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Your input enriches the conversation and helps all of us understand the diverse impacts of this housing crisis better. Together, we can work towards a future where affordable housing is accessible to all.